and Pro-Vice Chancellor of a public university called the Ghana Communication Technology University, and we'll be right back with more of Titans and Trailblazers. Stay tuned.
Whether you're a wholesaler, retailer, or consumer, M&C Logistics and Trading is your trusted partner in minerals and food commodities trading. Experience the difference with M&C Logistics and Trading for your commodities trading. We operate a well-equipped laboratory that smelts and assays gold to ensure transparent, credible, and reliable minerals transactions. Our general food commodity market deals with imports and exports of food products such as rice, sugar, and grains. We pride ourselves on delivering products that meet the highest standards of quality and taste. With our expertise in international trading and logistics, we bridge customers far and wide. Locate us at number 4 Neosai Interfo Avenue, East Legon, Accra. Call us on 030-299-8246 or visit our website www.mnclogisticsandtrading.com. M&C Logistics and Trading, hub of confidence.
M&C Group is a leading investment holding company with expertise in minerals and food commodity trading, precious minerals refinery, real estate development, and logistics and energy with individually registered companies. Our headquarters is located in Accra, Ghana, with operational offices in Dubai, UAE, Hong Kong and Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia in the USA, and Milan, Italy. We connect business markets and drive growth. Trust us to maximize value in every deal. Call us on 0302-551-917 or 0302-551-918 or send us an email mncgroup@mncgroupgh.com. M&C Group, totally reliant.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers, and today I bring you volume 2 of a book series. I did a review of the volume 1 in a previous episode. Today I'm looking at marketing communications in emerging economies, the volume 2, which was edited by my friend Professor Thomas Edin Dawson, Professor Stanley Covey at GIMPA, Dr. Genevieve Bosahud's senior lecturer at the University of Hertfordshire in the UK, and Dr. Ibn Kailan Abdul Hamid. He's the head of the Department of Marketing at the famous University of Professional Studies. Now, the reason why I get so excited when the dialogue is about marketing communications is that, you see, in life, sometimes people perceive you, they buy you, they pay a premium for you, primarily because of the way you are communicated. So it doesn't matter what type of marketing campaign you are crafting, whether it's local or international, but if your marketing communication routines are weak, you will never achieve optimal marketing outcomes. Now, marketing communications is really just the process of creating and delivering messages to the appropriate target audiences, aiming to inform them, persuade them, or remind them about a product, service, or brand using various channels and tools. So marketing communications can work for not-for-profit entities, it can work for for-profit entities, it can work for global firms, it can work for public entities, it can work for individuals. Look, if you are going to build a solid personal brand, one of the key issues to take cognizance of is the way you manage the communications that emanate from that brand. So whether it's a personal brand, a product brand, a service brand, an institutional brand, public sector brand, country brand, sub-regional brand, or even a continental brand like Brand Africa, you still need marketing communications. So let me read you the preface from the book as a way of explaining to you what we sought to do in this very useful. And by the way, this manuscript is useful for both practitioners and scholars alike. So please go out and get a copy. We argue in the beginning that marketing communications is fundamental to business success. Fundamental. So the effective management of communication with different stakeholder audiences determines the extent to which brands and corporations gain legitimacy within the context and the market of the operations they are involved with. Note, they gain legitimacy. So indeed, if your marketing communications is inappropriate or weak, you may be okay as a brand, but your legitimacy might be weakened based on how well or how poorly you are communicating. We argue again that marketing communications is a crucial management function that brings the necessary corporate and brand cohesion both within and without. This is so crucial because sometimes in Africa you have corporate brands being run by corporate affairs. Then you have product brands being run by the marketing teams, the brand teams, and sometimes corporate brand activity doesn't speak to product or service brand activity. So there's a certain, mismatch between the quality of corporate brand communications and product brand communications. Now, what effective marketing communication strategy does is that it helps you to reconcile both internal and external communications into one cohesive whole, so that the marketing communication objectives are clear ab initio regarding internal communications, regarding external communications. And when marketing communications is done right, we are arguing that it brings the necessary corporate and brand cohesion that's needed within and without of the institution. Now, communication drives the business and value creation processes to ensure that entities function at their optimum to achieve both short and long objectives. So whether your objectives are short-term, medium-term, or long-term, you still need astute marketing communication strategy to ensure that these objectives are met. And trust me, marketing communication affects every facet of organization. Look, if you're a human capital head, for instance, and you don't understand solid internal marketing communications, you may have the best policies, but have a lot of interdepartmental conflict because you don't know how to communicate the appropriate policies, the appropriate safeguards, what psychological safety looks like within your institution, what it means to live up to KPIs, what it means if punitive sanctions must be applied to you when you don't meet certain human capital deliverables. All those things matter. Now, in a turbulent environment such as the one we live in right now, with a lot of seismic shifts, with people issuing tariffs willy-nilly, it's a very chaotic environment we live in right now. And don't forget, COVID passed not too long ago. So in all this turbulence, communication becomes the reflective management function that supports strategic alignment and the positioning of brands and corporate entities or public sector entities. So brands and entities wanting to do well within a competitive business environment should really focus on the quality of their marketing communications. Now, when you take emerging economies or emerging economy context, we have very nuanced marketing communication issues. So what this book tries to do is that both from a conceptual and empirical standpoint, it seeks to shed light on what is happening in marketing communications and what we should be doing in emerging economic context to excel at marketing communication. Now, this book is principally crafted for public and private sector entities operating in emerging economies in order to get them to manage their marketing communications better and more effectively. So we draw on the expertise and outside of Africa to share fascinating perspectives on marketing communications. So corporate executives, educators, students, policymakers, and businesses will find this book a useful tool for marketing communications practice because it lays bare important strategic and operational insights specific to emerging economies. So what we do in this book is that by the time we've edited the excellent contributions, we are able to show a certain diversity of contributions. And these contributions come from functional areas of business and society and are captured in ways that enhance learning and equip the practitioner. So as emerging economies look to better position themselves in the global landscape, as even African brands look to go global, this marketing communication thing is now a life and death matter. So in the introductory chapter, we introduce the book. And so we lay bare what the conceptual issues are and what the empirical trajectories of the various chapters are. In the chapter 2, my friend Dr. Bosa, who was also a co-editor, tackles traditional and contemporary notions of marketing communications. In chapter 3, Lydia Trejo looks at a very fascinating area called power shift, analyzing the changing role of public relations in the marketing mix. This chapter should really excite a lot of public relations practitioners because sometimes we need to understand exactly the role of PR in achieving marketing outcomes. Chapter 4, Bright Senanu and Thomas Professor Indorsing, look at marketing communication planning for SMEs in emerging markets. This is so important because sometimes SME requirements for marketing communication executions are totally different from large entities or multinational firms. Then we look at CSR initiatives during the COVID-19 era as well and what Ghana did in order to communicate effectively to handle the COVID-19 pandemic. Then Makafola and Thomas in endorsing again look at how responses were generated to customer emotions using marketing communications during a time of uncertainty. So they also go back to the COVID-19 era to understand the issues from a South African perspective. In chapter 7, Tando Opon Mensah and Anani Bosman, they look at perception of marketing communication practice, looking at rural and community banks in Ghana. In chapter 8, my colleagues John Paul, Henry Boateng, and Dr. Abdul Hamid, we look at the drivers of performance in advertising firms in Ghana. We looked at it from an attribution theory perspective. In chapter 9, Professor Charmaine Duplessis also looked at how social media communications was used to enact brand purpose during the global health pandemic that was brought on by COVID-19. Then Kojochum Andruyale Kwamna Minta Nyaku, who is now a member of parliament, Dr. Masood Ibrahim and Dr. Godwin Manfo look at aesthetic responses to point of purchase advertising and purchase intentions when it comes to grocery purchases. Number 11, chapter 11, we looked at how social media is used in Indonesia and Malaysia, and we looked at what insights are from that market and what the implications for marketing practice are. Then we close off the book in chapter 12 by looking at marketing communications in emerging economies, synthesizing all that is contained in the book and providing a solid roadmap forward. Thank you for listening to this fascinating monologue. We'll come back again with more of Titans and Trailblazers. Please stay tuned.
MGL Logistics and Supply is your trusted partner, providing seamless solutions for all your procurement needs. From sourcing products to managing imports and exports, we ensure smooth and efficient transactions every step of the way. Whether you require goods from across the globe or need assistance in exporting your products to international markets, we got you covered. General trading is at the heart of our expertise. We specialize in a wide range of products, catering to various industries and markets. As a trusted dealership in building materials, we provide high-quality products that meet the demands of our construction projects. Additionally, we act as manufacturers' representatives, connecting producers with distributors. Our expertise in logistics is the backbone of our operations. We plan and execute transportation and delivery of goods, ensuring they reach their destination on time and in optimal condition. MGO Logistics and Supply, guaranteed satisfaction.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. With M&C Properties, property sales, rentals, and management is a walk in the park. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 to 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We offer flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs, plus litigation-free lands in vibrant and upscale communities that presents the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 0302 551 917. M&C Properties, choice of class.
The National Sanitation Day is with us again. The Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, in collaboration with the Jospon Group of Companies, organized the National Sanitation Day, and this is going to be held every first Saturday of the month. And I appeal to our chiefs and traditional leaders to join this project. As you already are aware, our traditional leaders are the custodians of the land, and when they are part of this project, is going to urge the citizenry to also take up the mantle of keeping the environment clean. Also, we appeal to the various leaders, the Market Women Association, the Queen Mothers Association, the GPRTU, the Protua, that everybody should come on board. Very soon we'll be going to Kwewu to celebrate the Easter. And these are occasions that people generate a lot of waste. And we appeal to everybody to come on board to help clean our environment and make sure that we live in a healthy lifestyle. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. And you know, there are guests and there are guests. And today, I have the singular honor of speaking to somebody who has an enterprising spirit and who has worked both in Ghana and other parts of the world as well. I want to welcome to the Titans platform, Mr. Michael Leslie Bartlett Vanderpool. Onuba, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we'll start with the most basic question. Take us to where you were born, where you've been, and where you are today. Yes, sir.
Anyway, thank you very much, Prof.
Yes, sir.
But Prof happened to be my lecturer when I was in level 200. Sharp, all-dressed, 6:30 lecture. He comes to give us some sharp ideas about marketing. So I'm very happy to be with my lecturer this morning.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, I was born in Mamprobi.
Correct.
Very humble beginning. I'm the first of two.
Okay.
My younger brother, I'm older than him with 12 years.
Oh, really?
I was
Okay.
born into the Bartlett Vanderpool family.
Indeed.
Because the Vanderpool family is very huge.
Correct.
Okay, so Mamprobi, early childhood, you see typical Gang community. So I went to nursery, St. Jude, Then I went to the Catholic schools, Martyrs of Uganda.
Okay.
So that's where I had my kindergarten. And then primary education, basically, I think class 1, 2, 3. And then I went to Achimota School.
Okay.
Yeah, so Achimota, I went to a boarding house from class 3, I think class 2.
Were you on the east or the west?
No, the primary side.
The primary side, Achimota primary. Okay,
Achimota
cool.
primary.
Okay.
My auntie was then the senior house mistress.
Okay.
So I was more like, even though I was a boarder, I was just feeling at home.
And you could eat what you like.
Yeah, and then the funny thing is, I didn't go to the lower boys, because when you are between the ages of 7 to I think 12, you have to go to the lower boys. Correct. Before you go to upper boys when you get to the secondary school.
Indeed.
Yes, no, when you get to the junior secondary.
Correct.
But I rather did the opposite. So young as I was in upper boys.
Okay.
So you meet me with seniors, and they'll say, "Oh, this guy was my guy in school." You might think that I'm their age mate. No, I was very, very tiny.
You have special privileges.
Yeah, I was very, very tiny. But that, you see, that actually inspired me to get to where I am. I didn't have friends my age mates.
Okay, okay.
Because of the kind of people I used to hang out with. Okay. So they taught me a lot. Okay. And you know, Achimota back in the day was for the very rich, because you have the president's children, the ministers. Who am I, a poor man, Proby boy, mixing up with all these people? You know, back in the day when they give us provisions, we take it to schools for the whole term. Unless maybe midterms, you're lucky that.
It's a miracle.
I'm telling you, where you have students coming and they get visited every week, they give them new sets of provisions. In fact, we go to the secondary school and then we go to boarding house and you know what conflicts and all those things. Charlie, man, probably boy, what do you know conflicts? So actually, that was what spared me to be like, listen, there's nothing like being average.
Indeed.
If from your end, you come from a humble, average beginning, you should break that chain.
Absolutely.
So I always had in my mind, look, not to work for anybody, but to be an entrepreneur. From my very basic childhood, to be independent. Because being in the boarding house taught me a lot of values. How to be independent, learn to do things by yourself.
And survive.
And hey, survivor. When everything is finished, Gary is obeying this thing. Look, I remember back in the day, we used to smuggle kinky and eat. Imagine sugar, you see sugar. So you take the kinky and then you dip in the sugar, then you eat.
So the sugar was like pepper.
Pepper, I'm telling you. So it taught me a lot and shaped me. Fast forward, I went to Achimota Secondary. Obviously, I didn't want to go to Achimota because I've been to Achimota my whole life. So I wanted a change. In fact, I wanted to have a boys feeling, like a whole boys school. So I actually chose Adisadel College.
Okay.
And my name was in Adisadel College.
Okay.
But my parents said, family tradition, you have to go to Achimota.
Okay.
So I went to Achimota School. In fact, some of the seniors who knew me from the primary school, they were surprised to see me. They're like, this, because I used to be, in fact, I used to be a very difficult person to deal with way back in school. And I was a sports person. I used to do sports. So I was doing sports all the way from primary school. I've been a junior national athlete. So I went to Achimota and I was in Jibeg House.
J.J. Rollins' house.
Yeah, the same lifestyle, you know, because I've had about 9 years of boarding experience on the same campus. Those who were 2 years ahead of me, I just saw them as
like your mates.
That about people. Because most of them were for Christ the King, Northridge, Rich Church, you know, all this that about people. We have from Mamprobi and we are from APS. So, in fact, most of the seniors became my friends, and some of them even come to me rather for advice.
Indeed.
I'll tell you one interesting story. When I was in class 6,
correct,
and there was a gentleman who came into JSS 1, and the parents brought him to me to take care of him.
Oh, wow.
Me and I'm in class 6, and he's in JSS 1. And back in the day, when they visit him on Sundays and they bring his food, he'll bring it to me, his junior. I will now dish what I want, and then I'll give him the rest to go and eat.
He did.
To date, I use that to tease him. He's in the US. Anytime we talk, I'm like, listen, don't forget I took care of you.
Exactly. And I used to dish out the food.
Yeah, so
appropriate.
I did science in Achimota. I was in science 4. I actually feared biology. So I wanted to do anything but biology. Because I just didn't want to get into the medical side. I don't know, for one funny reason, I didn't like biology. So I did physics, chemistry, elective maths, and geography. I was in science 4. Fast forward, I went to Legon. And in Legon, because I didn't get experience of going to the all-boys school, at time we had to choose our own halls. So I chose Commonwealth, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I went through the registration and everything. When it was time to assign me bed, I remember the sports guy, his name was Willa. Willa was holding the beds. I think he wanted to sell it, but he couldn't tell us. So one of my seniors in Motown, he was the sports secretary in Legon Hall.
Correct.
So he took me to go and meet the senior tutor.
Okay.
And I was given a bed in Legon Hall on the 5th floor. The 5th floor is for the sports people.
Annex A.
Yeah. Annex A. And I went to meet my friend that I took care of him.
Oh.
Yeah, he was.
For real?
We're in 515.
Everybody go meet you.
Yeah, interesting. So we stayed there. It was a very good listening experience. But then we went to the Cuba games, and Legon dominated. So we petitioned Adai Mensah at that time. I think Asen Suochi, Adai admitted us, and we petitioned Asen Suochi. And then he gave us rooms in our various halls of residence. Absolutely. So I went back to Commonwealth, and I stayed in Commonwealth. I think I was a block lord. I was first J-Lower block lord as soon as I went there. But I enjoyed my time in school. You see, people just go for the education. Yeah. I went for both the education, the entertainment, and the business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because in school, that's when I set up my first company.
Really?
Yeah. Because back in the day, people love to travel.
Yes.
So, back in the day, people do right business. Okay, we used to sell the status.
That's right.
So I set up, in fact, what inspired me to do that, one gentleman, he had a travel and tour, and he was looking for the most popular guys in school to represent him.
That's right.
So he did some background check, and then he came to me. So I was supposed to earn commission on what, like getting people for him to talk, students for him.
Correct.
But I analyzed the thing and realized that they have a non-refundable fee.
Okay.
It was just about $300 back in the day. Because those times they used to charter flights.
Yeah.
So when they get the visa for you before, they will now give you that maybe you have to pay like $1,500 or $2,000 or something. So with the $300, they actually spent just about $150 because they're doing booking, hotel booking, and I was like, come on, this I can do it. And anyone I take, he gives me $50.
That's right.
I'm like, what kind of business is this? So I registered First Tax Travel and Tour.
Okay.
And on the banners that he had put my name, when people come, when I give him 2 clients, I also pick one.
You were entrepreneurial.
and I anytime we go to the embassy, those times you go for an interview at the UK embassy, and then they move to Labone where you do the drop off. I realize when I go there, I see some people just come and they allow them to go in. So I was like, what's the secret? So I spoke to one gentleman and said, listen, just give them lunch. So now I counted the people there and they picked the taxi, bought papaya, everybody. So now when I get there, all my clients they enter.
That's
like,
all.
Come on. I need to get into the business. So fast forward, we graduated from Legon, and the few things I learned, you see, Legon is like a community.
Indeed.
And the larger world is beyond your university education.
That's correct.
Now, if you want to follow entertainment in Legon, you will not do anything.
That's right.
So once you are done with school, unless you have anything to do with school, I don't advise you to go back to the campus.
Indeed.
Especially when you see these young ladies there. They say the beautiful ones, but every semester you see new people. So you need to focus on the main world, be somebody, and the rest will come to you. You don't need to fight for it. So I had that mentality. So since I finished school, I never set foot in Lagos for like 4 years. So people even thought I traveled.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did my service with Ghana Commercial Bank.
Okay.
I worked in Keta, I worked in Apla, I worked in Ho.
Okay.
Then I don't know. For me, my spirit is not to work for anybody.
But I didn't remember anybody from your GCB days. Anybody who was in the bank at the time.
Yeah. Bannerman.
Okay.
Goka was my branch manager.
Okay.
Bannerman.
Okay.
Was the assistant.
Okay.
Atachi.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And you got on well with them.
Oh yeah.
No issue at all.
You know me. I'm a people's person.
Okay.
I will tell you, I'm a people's person. I speak my mind. I don't keep anything in me. I'll just tell you as it is, whether you like it or not. Take it because But
in Ghana can be dangerous. Yeah.
We guys, you see, from where I'm coming from, in the morning you are sitting in front of your gate.
That is it.
And somebody is passing. The person asks you, "Oh, Ongami, won't you greet me?" You ask the person, "Would the greet feed me?" You know, so at the end of the day, I don't need to keep anything in me to be like someone does something to you, then you keep anything. No. I'll just tell you nicely that this is the issue and this is it.
I'll pray the same way.
I'm a people's person.
They
love me or hate me, it is me. Vampy. Finish. They all calls me Vampy.
Finish. That is it.
So I remember it was very interesting. It was very we close, we go and have our beer, have our kebab, have our social life. If you are coming to Accra, we come. If you are going to Togo, we go. I learned a few things from them. But like I said, I'm not somebody who wants, because the bank work is a routine kind of work.
It is.
Teller, back office, back office, front section, you are doing loans, you are doing it. So it's kind of routine. It's not something that you can learn. You don't learn anything. If they put you if you are doing treasury, you are a treasury. That's one row. You are always there. It is a routine thing.
That's
you key in. So that is not my style.
That's right.
And you see, when you are setting up business, your idea and letting somebody take care of a business are two different things.
Indeed.
So my first touch is this. Whilst I was working, I told my cousin, take care of it. Now, he didn't do what I was doing. Like, for instance, after all you get some money, give some out, let them. He wasn't paying the people. So the people were not allowing our people to go. And we started having lower visas. So I decided to just close it down. Okay. So in 2007, I registered M&C Management Consult.
M&C, okay.
Yeah, because my background is finance. I graduated in Legon with banking and finance.
Okay.
I did ACCA to a certain level. So I was doing more of consultancy work. I do audit and consultancy. Okay. At the same time too, I was the youngest member of Table 1, Sales Bridge days.
Hey, back in the day.
So I was the youngest member of Table 1. Like I told you, all my friends are older people. So you learn from them. Back in the people sit there and say, Charlie, I'm going to Zanzibar for holidays. That's right. Show me passport, yeah, it'll be easy. So those things will inspire you.
But you're aspiring and you're being inspired.
I will just sit there and like, listen. So fast forward, after GCB, I worked with my uncle, packaging logistics.
Okay.
I worked with Ajiti. I was at stores, stores. And then Ajiti was our marketing pusher. Yeah.
Oh, you mean I'm Ajiti?
He will tell you, and we had a very serious and strict boss, Mr. Bigger. And my uncle, Albert Bigger.
Albert was your boss? Yes. You mean my Albert Bigger? Shout out to you, Albert. Long time.
I mean, I learned a few things from him because back those times I used to live at Mamprobi. I went back to Mamprobi, so I had a car. But when I was working, if I say I will be driving, my salary here, salary was about 400 cedis at the time.
Yeah.
So you leave the car, you pick Trotro, you get there, and then Ajiti was driving. So there was a day I wanted to go to the bank for something. And I asked him, Charlie, can I use your car? Ajiti said, take the key. As soon as I came back, Mr. Bigger called me to, and that thing has always been with me. He called me to his office and said, listen, don't put your colleagues in sometimes awkward position.
Oh, okay.
Because one, you see, car is a machine.
Yeah.
By you moving, maybe he doesn't want to give it to you, but he cannot tell you.
That's correct.
Or maybe the car has a fault, but he knows how he manages it.
That's correct.
You take it, it gets spoiled in your hands, and then it becomes a problem. You inconvenience them. I tell you, since that day, I don't ask anybody for anything. I don't drive anybody's car.
But you have your own car now.
I have my own cars, by the grace of God. So I always tell people when they say, oh, can I have it? I say, listen, a car is a machine. Multiple users, because that thing keeps trying, and you don't need to put your friends. In fact, it's just going to take a loan from your friend. Yeah. We are in this economy. If the economy is bad, it's bad. Yes. You suffer it, when you have something, manage it. If we are all in the same space, we are all managing, then you come to me to come and ask me for a favor. You are putting me in because if I don't give you, you might think I'm a wicked person.
Indeed.
So why do you put the person in that kind of situation?
That's right.
You understand me? We need to also know that it's the same. Yeah, be very, very considerate. So those things have kept me going. Now, from Mr. Biggest training, I decided to now live and take my fate into my hands.
Albert has been an entrepreneur for a long time. Yeah. That's what he usually.
So I went to, I used to hang out with my friends, and there was a day I had a call from one of them. You see, sometimes we guys, we can hang out at a particular place. can tell you one thing: we don't know what each person does.
That's true. That's true. Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but we meet all the time.
We meet all the time. Maybe sometimes you don't even know the real names of people. Oh, Charlie, what's up? Oh, this.
I see you.
Oh, this. You see, so I think one of my friends, Greg, Nalem Clothing.
Greg was a student. He was my student. I thought
Greg was my friend.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, friend. Yes.
One of my
was
friends.
my MBA student. Yes.
In Gimpa.
Yeah.
So Greg I think one afternoon he was so bored and went to Salisbury, was complaining to one of the colleagues that, Charlie, I need an auditor. I need a very solid auditor, but people are cheating me. I'm not seeing, they're stealing. In fact, I don't understand. I can buy materials and it doesn't, like they don't see it. And the guy was like, are you serious? But Van P is an auditor.
He said, for real?
He said, are you serious? This is somebody we sit with every time. You see, that's what I keep telling you. We don't know what. See, if the table one, we can leverage on the strength of everybody. I'm telling you, we'll be successful.
Indeed.
It will remove the element of envy and all those things.
Absolutely.
So fast forward, I started consulting for another. Greg, I changed this whole system.
That's right.
Started advising, sitting on this interview panel. So it's like, Charlie, now I have a job that I'm doing. I'm working. So every time you see Greg and I,
that's right.
So we work together and we party together.
Indeed.
That was the beginning.
Yes,
so there was one day I didn't go with them to go and hang out. And they met one gentleman who had just come from the States or so and was trying to set up his business, and asked them that, look, can they recommend a sharp accountant for him so that he can do his registration and stuff and look at his books? And they say, yeah, you have some guy. He used the word, he's a very crazy guy. But he's very smart.
He'll do the work.
So fast forward, we met this guy. The following day at Bella Roma, we had one or two conversations. The guy was like, oh, you have the job. I told him no. We are drinking. Once we are drinking, we don't take decisions. Nothing works. Then he was like, oh, okay, no problem. And at that time, let me tell you, at that time, I didn't have an office.
Correct.
I was operating from home. But there's something called a value addition. You need to add value to yourself.
That is it.
So when the man called me on Monday and said, can we meet? I said, no, I'm busy. I have some things I'm doing, so I can give you an appointment. I said, I will give you an appointment for Wednesday. You know? Now Wednesday, I asked him, where should we meet? He said, we should meet at Golden Tulip. I said, okay. Wednesday morning, papa. I had one shoe, but I'll tell you why. I used to have one loafer. Black, all weather. If you tell me, wedding, anywhere. I remember, if you ask Greg, he'll tell you, back in the day, I had one loafer. Black. So I didn't know that some of my friends even noticed that. So one day, somebody went to gift Nalem Clarks.
Correct, yes.
I wear 45.
Correct.
And he was 43 or something.
Okay.
So the person gave me, the shoe was 44. But he will not fit me. He gave it to me. Charlie, I said, Charlie, you know that thing that they put in the shoe for some time for it to, I fixed it to expand. And that was my next shoe. Because after that loafer, I don't even know where I left it. I wanted to keep it all weather. It came me
because I don't get with glass bowl. You don't get my living room.
My wife would tell me before we started it, I was telling her I had only one loafer. She's always talking about. So we met, and fast forward, I started earning retainer, having some decent this thing. Actually consulted on him on a 60 megawatt IPP from him. I got him 600 acre land in Doyum. We worked on it, back and forth, politics and stuff like that. But at least it gave me some exposure.
Absolutely.
And I started doing mining consultancy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, from the auditing?
Yes.
So
you're doing advisory.
Oh, you do advisory?
Okay. Yeah. So
you can advise on anything.
Exactly. So in meeting clients, I realized that people were interested in gold and then real estate.
Okay.
You understand me? So those were the two key sectors.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I started doing mining advisory. I got to know some M&C in Asamankese.
Correct.
It took me to almost all the miners there. What I was doing was, I was getting, when the investors give money to the miners, they don't get the gold. So I said, instead of giving money, bring machinery. You understand? This is about 12, 14 years back. Bring machinery. So you give the machinery to A, he's supposed to pay you in gold. If he fails, you take it and give it to B.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but if you give him money, he cannot.
Yeah. He can't refund it.
Oh, yeah. So I registered them, went through Maincom, checked their documents. So, in fact, I whole list of people, and I was bringing, I was charging them.
But gold has come back. There are a lot of gold discussions in 2025. So on that golden note, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back with more of Titans and Trailblazers. Stay tuned.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. With M&C Properties, property sales, rentals, and management is a walk in the park. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 to 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We offer flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs, plus litigation-free lands in vibrant and upscale communities that presents the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 0302 551 917. M&C Properties, choice of class.
Divine Yao Aijwe is my name. I'm the director in charge of research, statistics, information management of the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy, and Religious Affairs. As we await the big announcement in May 2025 of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the need for National Sanitation Day and sustaining the process, we are hoping that Ghanaians together will help clean our homes and our environments for a better future for this country. Also preventing cholera and attracting the best tourist attraction to our beaches, because as I pass by, the deep blue sea is becoming brown. And as I travel to Lusaka, Zambia, I travel to Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan, I travel to Abuja, Nigeria, I travel to Nairobi, Kenya. We can do better as Ghanaians. We need to clean our environment so that we can also attract the best tourists to our beaches and earn some currency to improve our economy for the years to come. I hope that this call is a call to duty that will help cleaning our homes, and then to our communities and to our cities and the whole country. I hope that this call will be heeded to help our country look better in the community of nations. Thank you.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. I told you at the beginning, they are guests and they are guests. So we'll go back to this Mamprobi champion who's now at the gold side. Please tell us about the gold. What was happening?
Oh yeah. So like I said, that was then, and so we're bringing clients and work. So it made me develop interest in gold. So I registered, and I wanted to do for the real estate. We're doing commodities. So from the M&C Management Council, I decided to set other subsidiaries. Yes. I didn't know they were limited liability companies.
Okay, on their own.
Yes. Because in fact, I wanted to have the M&C Group Global.
Indeed.
And that one to go outside.
Indeed.
But my whole idea was to have a global presence, but the head office is in Ghana.
Indeed.
To serve two purposes: to market Ghana out, and then to bring foreign direct investment in.
Absolutely.
That's how I want to do. And by setting up the businesses outside, what I was trying to do was to create what do you call that thing? confidence, to
Indeed.
build confidence with the investor.
Indeed.
Because most of the people are saying, I don't know anybody in Africa, I've not done business with you. So we have a branch there.
Indeed.
So deal with it as a branch.
Absolutely.
When you build that confidence, you can now relate it down. So that was the whole idea.
Okay.
But doing business in Ghana hasn't been easy. Yeah. So but you need to be determined. So that was it. I started that. Then I went to pick a license because back in the day, it was PMMC that was giving a license.
Indeed.
You understand? So I went to pick a license from PMMC, started my gold trading. I remember my first half kilo of gold. I took it to Dubai to go and look for investors.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to Dubai 4 times to go and look for investors. You will not get, you sell, come about. I quickly learned fast on the gold trade. Because you see, the value of gold is the same irrespective of the jurisdiction.
Indeed.
But the foreigners always think that there's something called the African gold, the African price. There is nothing like that.
Okay.
Even right now, buying gold is more expensive in Ghana than in parts of the world because of our exchange rate.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the bush, because of IT, when you go and buy gold, they check the price online.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, so don't think that they don't know what they're selling, they know. The only way to make profit in gold is to pre-finance, and that's has a risk element.
It does.
So you should, in fact, life itself, when you don't take the risks, you will not get anywhere. There's no reward.
Yes.
The higher the risk, the higher the reward. But you have to take strategic risk.
Indeed.
Not just throwing it in the wind. No.
Indeed.
Take strategic risk. You win some, you lose some, you learn, and then you move.
Indeed.
That is business.
It is what it is.
And entrepreneurship is not easy. It's not a rosy game. Yeah, you can. When you've lost $2 million in the transaction before, you sit back and like, look, if it's you, what will you do? You collapse.
I'm telling you, some people will never come back from it. My goodness.
No, I remember we had a deal in Rotterdam. We lost $2 million.
Wow.
And I sat back. I'm like, look. But you see, if the deal had gone through, I made about $15 million.
There you go.
Yeah, so
high risk, high reward.
Yeah. So and we lost it with foreigners. It's not blacks that will say, okay, they were scam. No. And I always tell people that, look, in the business world, business is everywhere. Because I've sent gold to some clients in Hong Kong and in Turkey who haven't paid up to now. They disappear. The same way they complain that they pay for gold and gold doesn't come. So it's a two-way thing. So you need to put in the structure. For us at my company, you either pay us in advance, we give you a discount, or you buy cash and carry.
Straight up.
There's nothing like beating around the bush. And because we've learned it over the years, we've modeled something. That is why this year, when the gold board came up with their policy and I looked at it, it fell in line with what we do.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not 100%, but at least it gives some control.
It does.
And one of the things that they've done is they've segregated all the licensing. Like you can have a license to trade, a license to export, a license to buy, a license to store gold, and they've segregated so they're able to regulate. So at least you can know, okay, 10, because I think they want to have a cleaning of the industry.
Indeed.
Yeah, because you have people with licenses, you cannot even identify where their offices.
That's right.
You have 63 licenses. How many of them are visible that you can say, okay, I'm going to this place, this is the place? Yeah. For most of them, you cannot even find them. You have to now go and look at Registrar General, check their records and all that. So if in the cleaning of the system, they need to make sure that they have their companies that have registered with GRA, they are paying their taxes, and they're having. So it will bring some sanity into the industry. At the same time, of course, there's no perfect system, so it will come up with its challenges. But we need to roll it out first, and then it will be work in progress.
Okay.
Do you understand? Okay. Because at least there are so many things that I know in the industry that I cannot discuss on air.
Indeed.
But at the end of the day, I tell you that if we streamline gold properly, it's one of the things that is going to even make our
currency stable.
a bit stable.
Okay.
You understand? It's going to help us.
Okay.
Because gold is every day. Cocoa and the others are seasonal. But gold is every day. Indeed. So we should just think that that's just one of the things.
Okay.
So talking about our businesses across the world, I did food commodity trading.
Oh, really?
And I can tell you, you see, I've heard people say that, oh, we cannot start a business without money.
Yes.
Prof, you can start business without money.
Indeed. Then it's good you're on this show. Tell us how.
Let me tell you. See, and I'm talking from experience.
Go ahead.
Me, I don't do book.
Sure, no.
When I was doing real estate,
yes.
You see, I didn't have the resources.
Yes.
So what do? I pick prime areas.
That is it.
Then I will see signage for rent or for sale. Then they put a telephone number there.
That's right.
I'll call the number and tell the person that I have a client. I don't have anybody. because I want to go and see view.
Indeed,
And that's a primary, it's dollar.
Very much.
Yes. So don't forget that in property, the person who has the banner there is not the owner, but it's an agent.
Indeed.
And it's the owner's agent.
Very much.
So if I bring you to go and buy, I am your agent.
Absolutely.
So you will pay me.
Correct.
The owner will pay him.
Correct.
Thank you.
That's all.
So what do you do? So that's how we start.
That's right.
So you do one or two. I remember there was the man. Oh, I've forgotten his name. I closed 3 transactions with him.
That is it. Took your money coolly.
So you see, I'm telling you, you can start with. So the funny thing is, when you start and the money starts coming. The money is not your money. That's your capital.
That is it. So accumulate.
Entrepreneurs spend their capital waiting for the rainy day.
No.
So you get some $1,000 from transactions. It's $3,000.
That is it.
You start paying yourself $100. Live like somebody any other, and keep the rest and grow with it.
That's right. You
You understand me? But the person gets the $3,000. You go and buy a car.
They want Range Rover at 80 years.
Thank you. Now you see,
they're the young boys.
I remember I was training my staff, and I told them that back in the day, I used to go to Tema. You see the warehouses.
Yes.
They have food commodities. Those big importers.
That's right.
Now, when you go to Okaishi,
correct,
in Accra,
correct,
you have the market queens.
Correct.
When you bring the truckload of food, they will buy.
That's right.
But they will not give you money.
Yes.
Now, there's a certain quantity that from Tema, they give free delivery.
Correct.
What do? You scout and tell Akole, what do you need? You take the list from here, here.
That is it.
Set a date. You go to the other side.
That's right.
Tell them, look, I have clients who are willing to buy this and this and this.
These are the orders.
It meets
the threshold.
The threshold.
That's all.
This thing has to deliver.
That's right.
Trust me. I've put my margin on it.
That is it.
Small. So when it gets there, I'm buying it, let's say 2 CD 50 pesos.
Correct.
One. I'm selling to Akele 2 CD 70 pesos.
That is it.
You understand me? So and they give cash, they don't go to bank, they don't have time for that. So the truck, they offload, they pay you the cash, you pay them, you have your.
That is it.
You can finish one day and have 30,000.
That is it.
So I was telling somebody, you see, you're just sitting there waiting and saying that I need capital. The capital is right in front of you.
Yeah.
Prof, I'll tell you something. In our culture, what we practice is the dependent culture.
Correct.
Oh, my uncle is Professor Henson. Is a Legon. I'm waiting for him to connect me to somebody.
That is it. You know somebody at the Ministry of Defense.
No, look, I'll tell you a story. There was a lady who was a nurse. Right opposite her house was the Medina Polyclinic, or the clinic of Medina. Right opposite. Nursing is practical.
Very much.
So you are done, they haven't posted you.
That is it.
You are waiting for your uncle somewhere to connect.
No.
What will you do? You walk into the metro.
For free.
And say, I want to do pro bono.
That is it.
You earn 2 things. In the future, if you want to employ, they'll recommend you.
And you put it on CV.
At the same time, you'll be having experience.
That is it.
You are not paying anything.
That is it.
They have ideas. By all means, end of month, they will give you something.
Yes,
you get connected to the medical personnel who come there. Some of them do local at this thing. They'll take you there. I will sit there. But when you're in a country and you have a 45-year-old living in his mother's house,
can you imagine?
And not paying rent, what do you expect? In Europe, 21, you start paying rent. You live in a parent's house. They are teaching you to be independent.
Absolutely.
So until we get out of that, we will be where we are.
You know, I'm surprised you went there, because sometimes we think it's president this, president that, but we don't get up and move and try and make something of our lives. And we complain about everything else.
Take the initiative. It will go. You win some, you lose some. When you sit at one place, you are sitting on your own. Because you are, see, you finish school. Yes, you are sitting at home.
Yeah.
You did accounting. Some of them are practical. I know when I was speaking on the panel in Lagos, and I told them that we need to review our curriculum.
If I say amen, I'll be in trouble. So I'll just say I've heard.
Do you know why?
Yes.
Okay. School of Admin, when I was there, School of Organized Business School.
Yes.
You're offering accounting.
Correct.
Why don't you add the 2 years?
Correct.
So that the person comes out and is a chartered accountant.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
Anybody, like all the marketing, add SIM.
Yes.
So by the time you come out,
you are fresh.
You understand? Because if you come out with a degree in marketing, you now have to banking and have to go to banking college again. So why don't they put it together? Like the way you go to medical school from level 100, you are doing 7 years. You come out, you are done. Why can't we do that? Now, one of the biggest things I face, one of the biggest issues I face as an employer is human resource.
Correct.
They come in. Look, when you give me a CV, and I say on a panel, I'll just take your CV and put it in. I'll give you paper and pen. Write your CV. They cannot write it.
That is it.
This is a university graduate.
That's
They
right.
cannot write his own CV because the next thing is a template.
That is it. Yes.
You understand?
To pluck it from somewhere.
Thank you, and put this in.
And these days with AI, you don't even have to think again. Just say, I'm Michael. I want a CV. It will give you a CV.
So I tell them. So I'm like, look, and they don't. Those who come with first class and second upper, they think they know, so they don't learn. But there's a difference between the theory you learned and the practical. It's a very big problem. Yes. It's a very big problem. And when they come and they realize that, in fact, back in the day, people wondered who is behind M&C. M&C is rising. M&C sponsored this. M&C is doing this. So there's some young guy. When they come, they think there's some old man. I remember somebody asked me, "Who do you work? Who's your boss?" And I smiled.
Wow.
I said, "I'm the chief servant."
Wow. They were surprised.
Now they enter, and back in the day, they were doing interviews. It goes through series of things. So when they go, sometimes you see me standing at the gates, just wearing my T-shirt and be on the phone. People pass, they don't even greet you. So when you go through stages, so when you are reviewed, now you come and meet me for your final negotiations. They're simple when they enter the office and they see me, then they're like, they remember.
Ignoring you and bypassing.
But I don't even use that against you. I just tell you that, see, that is your if it's your nature, it's your nature.
That is it. That is it.
When you're a marketer, you are marketing for the rest of your life.
I agree.
Every industry needs marketing.
I agree.
And I tell you, some of the things, that's what I tell you. I remember those early mornings.
Yes,
you come with your suits, combination, brown belts, brown shoe, and with your pocket square. I'm like, who is this man? Always on point.
Always sharp. Because you don't know where
when you taught us something. You said, listen, when somebody sees you and wants to engage you,
that is it.
Even your look,
they buy you first. You remember? I thought you forgot it.
How will I forget?
Job. You remember? When I say they think I'm playing,
you know when you called me and said coming for it, I said, Prof, I'm one of your students. You remember? And I'm telling you, that's it. So those who know me, they'll tell you, this man is always, when you see his combination.
No, you're looking sharp. You're looking because sharp. But you have money too. That's why you're looking very sharp. You have to give us some.
Because
you have money.
When you're looking at these things, it all boils down to the what you learned.
That is it.
And I can tell you for a fact, the same old people who can give me advice and kept me going, I still keep relationship with them.
It's important.
When I play golf, I pass the lodger. I have my professor at Peters.
It's important.
Most of them. I remember I met one of my lecturers, AQQ Abuaji.
Yes. The famous AQQ. Yes. Just yesterday, I was training some under 40 when I told them that, look, you can keep relationships for 40 years. Look, yesterday, we're going and I told my driver, I want to go to my primary school. I went to Richard and I told the kids that I left this school in 1985. 40 years later, I told the children, work hard, God will help. And I was like, you need to keep relationships.
It's very important. It's very important. We have a legacy project we are doing in our school.
Correct.
And for 25 years out of school this year, so my president said...
But I went to Achimota.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised you went to Achimota too.
But we are building the 18 units.
It's your year group. Oh, wow.
And I'm the chairman of the legacy project.
Are you serious? Next time you are going there, call
They told me, look, Vampi, we cannot have any other person to chair this thing.
Absolutely.
Than you. Because you see, I keep telling year groups, when we're in school, you can have those who are academically sharp. In the real world, when you pick a president of your year group who is working somewhere, he depends on salary.
He does.
He doesn't know multiple streams of income. Even the Bible says have multiple streams of income.
Absolutely.
Pick a successful entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
He will help you raise funds.
Absolutely.
Even raise funds for your year group to help them.
Absolutely.
Because they are go-getters.
There's no door they can't break down.
What you see as an obstacle, you see, because of the same dependent thing I was telling you. I remember years ago, a certain one came from US and wanted us to form a consortium. He had his mates, some of them were working at Bank of Ghana and at another place with like good, they pay their health insurance and everything. So, no, look, can you leave it and come and let's start something? You want to use our network?
Yes.
You see, they look at the fact that end of month, something is coming. This one, end of month, nothing is coming. But you see, when you sacrifice and you are determined and you are in control of your time, you know that 8 to 5 doesn't make you a millionaire.
My brother, I agree. There are times when you must start on your own. Once you control your time, you can create your own resources.
My wife sat there and looked at me and said, "Hey, you have a very daring heart."
Yeah.
And I told her that, listen, you see, it's one thing being successful.
Yeah.
And it's one thing maintaining the success.
I agree.
Because when you are successful, especially when you are young, your mates envy you.
Yes.
The older people envy you.
Yes.
Because they feel that they've wasted their life. How did this young guy get to where he is? And he's overconfident and he's too low and he says this. So you are enemy. You should have God. Your only friend is God.
It's only God.
I'm telling you, because
up they are coming for you. Below they are coming for you.
And
beside they are coming for you.
And the funny thing is, the same people that you help. You see, the people you let into your inner,
they are the ones who can destroy you.
The people you let into your inner circle,
you must be careful,
are the ones. I remember when I built one of my houses, and a certain man called me and said, "Van, the people you invite to your house should be people who have more than you or equal to you."
Amen.
Because if you bring somebody who's below you, he will go and tell everybody.
Amen.
You understand me? So you need to watch that. And for me, the secrets of my success is God.
Amen.
That
is it.
How do a man Probi person have an office in East Legon? Hey, those times we used to hear East Legon.
That is it. And dream about it.
When I was in Achimota Primary, I was telling somebody a story about American House. The owners of American House, when we went to school with them back in the day, catch a man beer, but we would look at them like that.
That is it.
But I made some very good friends.
Okay.
In Achimota, and we've kept that relationship.
Okay.
And you see, when you look at their lifestyle, they had. We didn't have.
That's right.
So you'll be determined to get there
and push.
And now when you get there, it's not just about yourself.
Yes.
What can I do for society?
Indeed.
You understand me? It is about you see, your blessing is in someone's hands.
I agree.
Someone's blessing is in your hands. Until you release that blessing
to the person,
you will not get yours.
My brother,
it's a chain reaction.
I think you should become a pastor because the things you are saying, they are very correct.
No, it's you see, the Bible has made it clear, whether Bible or Quran, a hand must work.
That is it.
The Bible tells you that it is not one. It says have multiple.
Very much.
That means you should own businesses.
Very much.
You should have other businesses.
Very
Even
much.
when you're already at the bank, do some side job.
Very much.
Don't be dependent on that. Because you see, my policy and my philosophy I've preached everywhere. Every individual has an element of entrepreneurship in the person.
That is it.
Everybody.
You must learn to activate it, but it's there.
Everybody. And somebody say, I cannot. I say, listen.
I agree.
You are a consultant.
Yes.
For at age 60, you go on retirement.
Absolutely.
Then you start doing private consultant. What is a private consultant? It's not entrepreneurship.
It is.
You are working at Kolebu now. 60 years, you retire and you have your clinic. It's entrepreneurship.
It is.
If I started 30 years ago, the experience I have, you don't have.
That is it.
So learn to activate it quickly because it is there.
I agree.
So that you lose, gain, balance, and gain. Then you are balanced.
That is it. Sir, we need to close, but I want you to give 2 powerful pieces of advice for African youth because you've sort of spread it across. But I want you to put it together in 2 powerful points. 2 things they must do to guarantee themselves a better future.
All right. So don't rely on anyone than yourself.
Correct.
Whatever you dream, go for it.
Correct.
When you start, you have people who condemn you or give you advice that it will not work. Just go. When you are successful, those same people will come.
Correct.
Now, let's free ourselves from that dependent culture, depending on an uncle, depending on somebody, depending on the other person. And whatever you put your mind to, hard work and determination will make you successful.
Amen. On that hard work and determination note, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Titans and Trailblazers. This Titan, I wish I can bring him back 14 more times. So I think I'll go and sit with him. They will compartmentalize his fascinating story and bring him back on another episode. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Titans and Trailblazers is brought to you by the M&C Group.